Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack, and well, the banking situation keeps escalating, and we fucking know that these fuckers, they're still going to play those tricks, but look how in this case of PayPal, they're playing it. Not Visa and MasterCard right now, but PayPal. And to be honest, I have said that PayPal is just fucking worst of all of them. Even to use PayPal, you need a fucking card, a credit card, a debit card, to buy stuff when they are offering that option as a payment processor. The thing is, when you have even Visa and MasterCard have better options in displaying, hey, if you use your card, you can actually buy the stuff. And I know I'm not defending them, but when it comes to infrastructure, PayPal was a thing primarily because, well, all of that scams with the credit cards, debit cards in from the longest time when the internet online service started. Mm, you also encountered stuff that, well, people were stealing cards, they were some malicious websites, and PayPal was like that middleman that used to help you to make your transaction safe without disclosing your credit card or debit card, whatever, what you are using with your bank account. And it got so much fucking worse because PayPal started to degenerate and they were pushing for taxes, expiring money, and so on and so on. Even when it comes to the platforming and the banking and stealing complete funds for projects only because they didn't align with the politicals of the fucking retards managing PayPal. And well, Steam is in this same case right now. In a certain degree, even PayPal can be considered a financial institution by the definition of that executive order, since they are kind of a bank. Even though nowadays they did shit like, well, not holding money of someone or having one of those wallets from PayPal. They need to be forced to use a, a credit card, a debit card, and a bank account. At this point, why I should use simply use something directly? And with the other competition, the main ones that have been comparing right now with Visa and MasterCard, well, they aligned with banks to actually develop part of that infrastructure and create digital cards. And that you don't need PayPal nowadays, but people are still using PayPal because the reputation among the normies is still there until they need to do something to keep fucking everything up. And well, with coming up with Steam, PayPal blocks Steam payments in multiple countries. Here's what's going on, allegedly. Because Valve has confirmed that PayPal is no longer available as a payment option for Steam purchases in several countries. All fucking countries except the ones that are using this currency. The euro, the Canadian dollar, the pound from, well, UK Sauron, the yen from Japan, the Australian dollar, and of course the US dollar. So everyone got fucked. But to be honest, how can you get fucked when you're still using PayPal? At this point, like I said, that's what I mentioned about using a digital credit card because nowadays the bank account applications offer that option with the existing expedited credit cards from all of these payment processors like Visa and Mastercard. PayPal, I have bad experience. I used to have good ones. Nowadays they are just straight fucking bad. I ditched PayPal years ago. When you are using this payment processor in with a credit card and it's in exchange of currencies, it's better if you use to create your credit card directly, primarily because PayPal take extra money. They add $1 or €2 Oh, but or commission with exchange. No, 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 go fuck yourself with that one. They can go fuck themselves. And well, with Constantine, Visa and Mastercard, they are not showing problems yet. But well, with this aligning, it could be. What they did is fucking sketchy because what they are trying to do is like make them people from all of those countries that have a weaker currency compared to this one we mentioned. Well, no, well, the Japanese yen is actually more devaluated than the Mexican peso, as far as I'm concerned. But when it comes to Japan, considering that, well, they have laws and legislations that they can actually make them get pegged and they and get the traction for hey you were trying to screw us and force us to use this currency. What you're trying to do, PayPal? Nah, we're going to peg you. For the rest of the world, well, they can the screw. Whole Latin America is fucking screwed, man. Primarily because when it comes to PayPal, even the only good side is because even in what I mentioned it that can be contradictory, which using your credit card directly. Well, not many banks, depending on what country you are, they don't have that kind of infrastructure to actually accept your card. Yeah, I know it's insane, right? Like, hey, well, there is Visa and Mastercard. Even if they are using that one directly in other Steam's payment methods, they cannot do that. Well, that's the thing. No, not all the banks. If you are in a bank, you have the misfortune that you are in a bank that have a low rate approval when it comes to transactions. The approval rate is just dog shit. Yeah, that's when PayPal comes handy. But right now, PayPal told them to all of those countries to go fuck themselves when they try to use Steam. So yeah, what that PayPal is doing is one kind of strange type of the banking. They want to make them look bad to the other regions. And and of course no fucking disclosure or information of PayPal at all. Yeah, PayPal is dog shit. So let's continue. This change we began in early July of current year is a technical glitch. It stems from a decision by PayPal's acquiring bank to stop processing transactions related to Steam in specific currencies. For those unfamiliar, an acquiring bank is the financial institution that processes payments on behalf of a company. In this case, PayPal's partner bank decided to pull out, leaving many Steam users without the option to pay via PayPal unless they use one of those six supported currencies. Valve has said it hopes to restore PayPal for the affected regions in the future. And that's the thing, PayPal probably say, oh, if you want this region to have this currency back, well, but you have to censor more. Yeah, I think even PayPal can actually play this shit behind scenes because, yeah, it's so fucking sketchy that suddenly for Steam, they decided to make this, not only these currencies. And if even if they implemented it like the exchange of currencies, like if PayPal works, for example, in places like Argentina or Mexico, but they are forced to pay in US dollars, they have to pay the commission for the exchange of currencies. So yeah, even I can see PayPal doing something dog shit like this. Yeah, this company is so fucking shady. I'm, I, I want this one gone. So, we need alternatives. But let's continue. So both admits the timeline is quote-unquote uncertain. In the meantime, the company is exploring additional payment methods recommended options like Steam wallet codes for now. And guess what? Even in other countries, they have that. The prepaid codes that they can find in a average mall or a physical store. If they have the support to activate those, yeah, they can try that. They can go on still if they want to keep buying stuff from Steam. But the thing is, yeah, even though Valve bent over those payment processors, at the end of the day, it's not going to be enough. That's why I think even if it was something like prawn, it was so fucking little. Yeah, they fuck up the moment they bent over. Well, you could say, well, it brought attention. It was needed to, well, finally be aware of those payment processors. Yeah, but the problem is still not resolved. That's why I was saying with that video well, that executive order signed by Donald Trump. It's still not enough because those fuckers, they are going to keep playing these games in the lawfare for as long as they can, and even that they are going to make Steam look bad with this one. I have to be honest, I don't know if GOG employs PayPal. I haven't used PayPal in a long time, and yeah, if this one can actually bring some sort of attention. Hey, what is fucking payment processors? Well, financial institution is doing, because yeah, PayPal is kind of both, but more dog shit. Well, the tricky part here is figuring out why it's only happening in certain countries. According to the community post on Reddit, some users who contacted PayPal's customer service were told it was Steam's decision. But Valve's own statement points squarely at PayPal's banking partner. And it's PayPal, yeah, it's fucking PayPal. Mastercard, yeah, like the pushback they receive with the call centers. I hope that shit is not stopping. But this fucking middleman, they want to dictate how to use our money. And how they are going to dictate that shit by pulling all of this shit. This isn't the first time payment processors have pulled a move like this. Similar disputes pop up with Visa, well, Mastercard, and even Stripe, often trying to pressure over games with adult content or controversial content. They're fucking pixels at the end of the day. Why do you care so much? Oh, but you try to hide the fact that you're receiving money from cheese pizza makers and only fools. So yeah, for now there is this fucking problem right now with Valve. Even well, Senko Kurishi is actually talking about this, spreading the word, because look at this. PayPal unavailable update. Here is the update. So yeah, many countries got fucking screwed. Entire regions. And PayPal is not saying why. They are not going to say it. At the end of the day, yeah, even they behave worse than Visa and Mastercard. So even in an automotive sea of dog shit, this one is that what this keeps taking the cake. That's why we need alternatives. Aside of yeah, wanting these fucking payment processors being public utilities, not only for the US, for the rest of the entire world, it's also important to have new alternatives and being promoted and accepted primarily because of this shit. Even in some other country created their own. Yeah, even I think as long as they are public utilities or are actually disclosed, yeah, you are not going to actually do this shit like Visa and Mastercard, because when these fucking monopolies grow up so fucking big, we are encountering these sort of problems. And that's why I keep saying, keep defending the stuff, even if you are not in favor of it, because two key parts that I keep mentioning, it's as long as it's not illegal and didn't harm anyone in the process of making it or consuming it. At the end of the day, even consuming it, yeah, just a fucking pixel. Everyone has their own fetish. Some more disgusting than others, some more degenerate than others, but well, as long as it remaining fucking pixels, fictional art, well, fiction at the end of the day, no fucking problem with that. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.